Breaking news. Fulani herdsmen list condition for ending open grazing as wanted by the southern governors. Hello, my wonderful people. Yes, the southwest, not the southwest, the whole of the southern governors have been having meetings, and part of that meeting deliberation and conclusion is that um, Fulani herdsmen stop carrying their cattle all around and go into a system called the open grazing bound, meaning that can no longer hold. They need to go into the modern day of looking after cattle, which is called ranching. Okay, Nigeria is not the only country where we have cattle. All over the world, okay, countries have animal husbandry. But guess what? When you travel to these places, you don't see the cattle on the streets walking with human beings and trampling on people or destroying farmland. There are clear-cut, marks on how things are done. However, in Nigeria, cattle go into hospitals, go into schools, into farms, to mention but a few, and Nigerians have been saying enough is enough. This is part of the reasons, including the destruction of farmlands, lives, and property, that made the southern governors say, you know what, a ban on open grazing in the southern state. However, some of the Judas have not complied with the directives, but majority have. Now, Maeti Allah Cattle Breeder Association is giving conditions on which they will abide by the open grazing ban. Fulani herdsmen have listed conditions to be met before an order for them to end grazing, open grazing in the southern part of Nigeria is adhered to. Herdsmen under the umbrella of the Maeti Allah Code said they are willing to put an end to grazing if Nigerian government will make finances and logistics available for them to create alternatives to open grazing. The herdsmen said they cannot suddenly quit their age-long practice because there is no alternative way to get food for their cattle. Maitiala Kota Horde branded Ambassador Temitope Ajayi made this known alongside officers of the association on the courtesy visit to the Minister of Women Affairs, Pauline Tanon, in Abuja on Thursday, November the 11th. She said women as mothers are known to be peacemakers. Women and children bear the bonds. The all efforts must be put on ground to ensure that farmers and herders do not clash and the clashes are minimal. And all forms of battle and war, they are in they start from the engineering room of the nation's development and therefore holds the key to the development of cattle breeding. She added that we need to reorient and change the mindset of participations of herders so as to end the outdated practice of open grazing. They need to understand that times has changed and there are modern day way of looking after this cattle, which is even more beneficial both to them and the cattle, and they get best for their products. She also says the federal government will look into initiative and ways to ensure that the country is safe both for the farmers aspect and the herders aspect, and nobody is playing on the other, and things are done decently and in order. So they've gone to meet the women affair coordinator who have said, yes, they need to put away the old practice of carrying cattle all around. They need to put away the old system and get into today's day and age how cattle should be, should be reared and looked after. However, this has not been, in the southern parts of the country, we've come to see that, even with the ban on open grazing, we still see some things happening. Quite unfortunate, but I mean, it is happening. Okay, we still see, some governors who were in the very said meeting where the southern governors decided to say, let us put a ban on open grazing, go against the very agreement that has been put together by their colleagues. One, to bring about protection of lives and property, and especially the farmers. With all that is going on, if it's not checked, there's going to be a hike in food prices. And this could lead to what? Food shortage and crisis. Because a lot of persons are no longer going to the farms, you see, because of this very farmer header clashes and people not being able to actually truly express themselves and to be able to live their life the way they should, because some person says we are headers and we will destroy your farmland. Worst of all is that they even go ahead and killing people. So I mean, Olurotimi Akeredolu keep telling them again and again. We don't know what you guys are after. Buhari said they wanted to do. I mean, Ruga has been described and has been painted in different forms of ways and kind, all to try to bring it into the people. He said it will not work. There is no land. Recently, they said they want to carry out farm projects. Okay, that so they will have, yeah, where cattle will be passing through the whole country. But they told them there is no point for this. The cattle cannot be going through the country and just moving freely. This is not done. This is not done. We can't continue like that and expect things to change. They've gone to see whoever they want to see. They've gone to see Buhari at some point. They've gone to see, I mean, everyone and everyone, all in a bid to get them to believe in what they believe in. But I mean, it is not yet theirs to be, and so they are still making further demands, saying this is what we want. If the government is going to adhere to us, then we will do this, then we will do that. But how are we going to sort out this whole issue? How are we going to sort it out? How really are we going to sort it out? You see, do not forget, everybody is in this together, and we cannot continue to deceive ourselves. We must all stand up together for truth, for justice, and to be able to say this is what we want. We don't want to be oppressed. We don't want it. Oppression is not a good tool. And so every one of us must rise up to the occasion and speak against every form of oppression so that we can all, from this become better people. You see, we must become a better people, and we must be able to do, speak the truth and be able to speak honesty and justice. You see, leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you. Please do not forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. From us, it's bye for now. Bye.